Part 1, David Wild Introduction. Good afternoon. I am David Wild, Assistant Vice President of Operations, formerly of Deacon Community Health. Merger introduction. Bringing together Wake Forest Health Network and Deacon Community Health. Welcome to today's town hall, where we discuss an exciting evolution in our mission to serve the community. I'm joined by the esteemed leaders of Wake Forest Health Network and Deacon Community Health as we announce the merger of our two organizations. This union marks the culmination of a carefully planned journey driven by collaboration and a shared vision to expand our healthcare services while ensuring economic stability. I am proud to introduce our new health care system, the Wake Forest Deacon Health Community. This name reflects the legacy of our two organizations, each of which has faithfully served our community for over 125 years. Together, we are more than just healthcare providers. We are members of this community, united by a higher purpose: to care for our neighbors, friends, and families. We recognize that health extends beyond medical services. It encompasses well-being, equity, and opportunity. Our commitment is to foster a community that is not only healthy, but also productive, educated, generous, and innovative. Working together, we will enhance the quality of life for everyone in our community. Background. Before introducing the work streams, I want to provide some background on our merger's financial and strategic context. According to McKinsey 2023, the healthcare industry faces significant financial pressures with a 200 basis point gap between reimbursement rates and the cost of inflation. This gap means that costs are rising 2% faster than the payments we receive for services, creating a strain that both organizations must address. Broader challenges such as rising insurance premiums and increasing medical costs add further complexity. Higher interest rates are also expected to persist through 2024, placing additional pressure on our financial planning. Given these factors, we must approach budget cuts strategically, focusing on areas with the most significant financial impact, but more importantly, while preserving our essential healthcare services. Within Deacon Community Health, we have piloted a proactive approach to overcome these challenges over the last 2 years. See, towards the end of the pandemic, we implemented a pilot project developed in collaboration with the CEO, the CIO, and CFO. This project was part of a strategic plan to prepare us for economic challenges, including rising interest rates. Based on our preparation for this economic climate, we are ready to implement our plan across the Wake Forest Deacon Community Health. As visionary leaders, we recognize the importance of preparing for a future and not limiting our scope to react to immediate pressures. Leadership at the Wake Forest Deacon Community Health has assembled a team of servant leaders to shepherd us through the transition into a single, purpose-driven healthcare organization. We have developed a comprehensive strategy covering all aspects of consolidating both organizations by establishing work streams. Work stream overview. The leadership teams have established work streams. Each work stream is focused on areas within the larger integration project. tasked with achieving particular goals. In the context of our merger, work streams help ensure that the integration of the two organizations is coordinated and efficient, addressing critical areas such as operations, strategy, and culture. By dividing the merger into manageable work streams, organizations can better align resources, minimizing disruptions, and achieve a smoother transition to a unified entity. Today, I am honored to introduce 3 key members of our team leading work streams. Part 2, Fatima Sholi. Fatima Sholi, Executive Vice President of Strategy, MHA, MHIT. Fatima will discuss the strategic planning that ensures our organization's smooth and coordinated merger. She will also lead the strategic integrations and mergers workstream. Fatima earned her degree in both Masters of Health Administration and Masters of Health Information Technology. In addition to her work at Wake Forest Health Network, Fatima is a faculty member at the Wake Forest School of Professional Studies as a medical informatics professor.
Hello, I'm Fatima Sholi, Executive Vice President of Strategy. I will discuss the strategic planning that ensures our organization's smooth and coordinating merger. In this project, our focus is to successfully merge two health-related organizations while ensuring that we maintain and enhance health equity, employee satisfaction, and service delivery. This merger will involve integrating approximately 250 employees over the next 6 to 12 months. And our goal is to do so in a way that aligns both organizations under a unified mission. The goal is to create a unified organization that enhances health equity, boosts employee satisfaction, and ensures high-quality service delivery. In developing our strategy, we draw our insights from the study by Van der Choor's 2023, which explores the reasons for merging and collaborating in healthcare. This study highlights the importance of both enhancing care quality and coordination and addressing barriers. Our specific goals include enhancing care quality by implementing integrated care pathways and improving collaboration among healthcare professionals. We are also committed to strengthening organizational stability and growth by supporting distressed organizations, exploring new markets, and boosting competitive positioning. Overcoming barriers such as competition policies is crucial for enabling effective collaborations and mergers. Additionally, we will focus on improving health equity to ensure all populations receive fair and equitable care. We aim to foster a unified and inclusive culture by establishing shared values and promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion within the merged organization. Finally, maximizing employee engagement is a priority. We will promote job satisfaction and involve employees in decision-making to retain top talent and ensure a smooth transition. We focus on the key outcomes and benchmarks we will use to assess the effectiveness of the merger. According to the Mini 2021, we will monitor employee satisfaction and accessibility within the first 6 to 12 months, aiming to see notable improvement post-merger. Quality of care and service delivery will be measurable by a 20% increase in metrics like patient outcomes with the first year. Team collaboration and integration are critical for the success of this merger, with targets set for a 25% improvement in related scores. Additionally, diversity, equity, and inclusion will be assessed through a feedback mechanism to progress within 12 months. To measure the effectiveness of the merger, First, we will regularly collect data through employee satisfaction survey, engagement survey, and focus groups to track how well we are meeting goals related satisfaction, accessibility, and team collaboration. Next, we will leverage performance metrics such as KPI tied to care quality and service delivery, specifically looking at prescribing practices and emergency admission as indicators of improvement. Additionally, DEI tracking is crucial. We will monitor change in DEI metrics and evaluate the effectiveness of our program and the training. Lastly, financial analysis will be conducted to assess our cost effectiveness and operational efficiency, ensuring that we are meeting the desired financial outcome post-merger.
Thank you, Fatima. Your presentation and strategic vision have provided a foundation as we integrate the organizations. Part 3, Stan Altidore. Next, we will hear from Dr. Stan Altidore, Chief Medical Officer, MD, MHIT. Dr. Altidore is a board-certified internal medicine specialist, has been a pillar of this community for the last 30 years. He not only serves as the current CMO of Wake Forest Health Network, but he is also a professor of epidemiology at Deakin Community Health's Medical School. Dr. Altidore will lead the health equity and clinical transition workstream.
Hello, I'm Stan Altidore, Chief Medical Officer. I lead the health equity and clinical transition workstream. So, as a leader, how will you use the best practices to communicate and implement change, avoid unconscious biases, optimize healthcare services, and improve health equity? So, some of the best practices to communicate and implement change starts with a transformational leadership style. According to IMD, the concept of transformational leadership has emerged as a highly regarded approach among the various leadership styles. It can be extremely effective in organizations looking to make significant changes or transformations. Transformational leaders embrace positive change and understand its necessity for organizational success. They support their followers through the change process, recognizing that it can be unsettling and challenging. Another thing we can do is implement feedback mechanisms for the team. Implementing systems for ongoing feedback and responding to any concerns and suggestions. This could be via surveys, team meetings, and emails. And finally, we must empower the team. Give the team the opportunity to be a part of the decision-making process. Now, when it comes to avoiding unconscious bias, make teams diversified. This helps counteract individual biases. Another thing that's important when avoiding unconscious bias is cultural awareness training for employees, which aims to promote comprehension and productive communication across cultural barriers. Awareness training measures to help employees avoid discrimination and bias. Now, on optimizing healthcare services, one thing we should do is use analytics to find the best streamlined process in improving accuracy. We can also use Lean Six Sigma for implementing change and optimizing health services. Lean, according to Viharia, Lean and Six Sigma have a combined relationship with each other in improving the quality of services by reducing costs and waste, and gives a good result in healthcare improvement. Lean Six Sigma is not just a methodology or not just having tools that are needed to make an improvement, but it is having mentally and psychologically to make change happen. Now, improving health equity. Conducting stakeholder assessments with the community that is being served. Also creating policies geared towards discouraging exclusion and promoting inclusion. Another thing we can do is cultural competence training for staff, tailored to the needs of a diversified patient population. According to Aruza, cultural competence is a foundational pillar of healthcare that endeavors to reduce current disparities in delivering culturally sensitive and quality services. Fundamentally, it strives to provide equal access to healthcare across diverse groups and to ensure that all patients receive care according to their needs. Now, what methods or techniques will you use for effective data governance, management, and analytics when surveying the employees? So one thing we can do is using robust data visualization tools to create narratives around findings, making it easier for employees to engage with. A robust data governance framework not only ensures data integrity and security, but also paves the way for data-driven insights and decision-making by understanding its key components. Adhering to best practices and addressing challenges head-on, organizations can harness the full potential of their data set. Another thing we can use is an Employee Satisfaction Index, or ESI. This metric helps capture how well employees feel their needs are met within the workplace, allowing them to be vocal if they feel they are equipped with the appropriate tools to ensure data governance and management. Now, communicating survey results with employees. According to Picasso, a Gallup study underscores this shift, showing that organizations that communicate survey results effectively experience a 17% increase in productivity, proving that clarity cultivates commitment and trust among employees. And finally, we can implement a data lifecycle management framework. This lifecycle will be separated into phases that employees must follow based on a particular criteria, starting from the beginning, which is data entry, to the end, which is data destruction.
Thank you for your compassionate leadership, Dr. Aldador. I speak for everyone when I express my confidence and appreciation in having you lead our transition to ensure that our new organization cares for associates and patients. Part 4, Tanya Horton. Finally, we will hear from Dr. Tanya Horton, Chief Nursing Officer, PhD, MHIT. Over the past 25 years, Dr. Horton has risen through Wake Forest Health Network's ranks, earning high regard for her compassion, nursing excellence, commitment to diversity and inclusion, and advancing understanding of medical informatics. In 2022, the American Association of Colleges of Nursing recognized Dr. Horton for her contributions to health equity program design as part of Healthy People 2030. Dr. Horton will lead the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion workstream.
Hello, I am Tanya Horton, Chief Nursing Officer. I lead the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion workstream. Building an all-inclusive, unified culture which promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion is one of our focus areas when blending the teams. According to George, creating an inclusive organization where everyone has a sense of belonging will empower and fuel people to feel fulfilled and perform at their best. To begin with, we will have a survey dispersed to all employees to identify areas of opportunity. According to CIGITS, leaders, managers, and employees who develop their character within an organization will result in an accelerated culture change which supports DEI initiatives. Transforming an organization's culture is a battle and will take time. But without trying to grow and develop the character of people at all levels of the organization, progress in DEI will be slow or absent altogether. By embracing the 11 dimensions of character, accountability, courage, collaboration, drive, humility, humanity, integrity, judgment, justice, temperance, and transcendence, organizations can build cultures of equity, diversity, and inclusion. Individuals can begin character development through deliberate practice, and senior leadership can model behaviors related with the character dimensions they want displayed throughout the organization. Senior leadership can also mentor and coach employees so that they can succeed in the culture being created, hiring and promoting employees that demonstrate appropriate behaviors, and providing resources and personal engagement and character-based leadership development processes and programs. As visionary strategic leaders, we understand the significance of embracing the power and value in people's distinctness and of cultivating that perspective in those around us. According to the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, harassment is any unwanted conduct that is based on race, color, religion, sex, older age, national origin, disability, or genetic information. Offensive conduct could include, however is not limited to, offensive slurs, jokes, epithet or name calling, physical threats or assaults, intimidation, mockery or ridicule, put downs or insults, offensive objects or pictures, and intrusion with work promotion. An intrusion with work performance. Although prevention is the best tool to remove harassment, our organization has taken another step to correct unlawful harassment. We have established a grievance process and will provide anti-harassment training to all managers and employees, as well as take immediate action when an employee complains. According to Nguyen, role conflict, job insecurity, and cynicism influence knowledge-hiding behaviors. By operating in transparency, we will avoid employees feeling they lack resources in the workplace, fears of job security, and hiding knowledge due to them thinking it will not be valuable to others. I plan on organizing several team building events to engage all employees. I will also offer an open forum to determine the most important issues the employees have concerns with and ultimately choose the top issue to address immediately. I want to drive home with everyone that their voice matters and reiterate we practice transparency with an open door policy. By empowering my team, they will feel more committed to their work and feel a sense of ownership.
Dr. Horton, your passion for ensuring a culture of opportunity by promoting values that ensure everyone has a chance to succeed and grow will allow us to promote and lead from within the organization. Your tireless commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion represents an investment in the organization's future, and more importantly, therefore, the future health of our community. So thank you. Part 5, Finance and Budget, David Wild. Finally, let me say a few words about finance and budget. I will be leading the finance workstream. The merger is expected to take up to 3 years. According to Wilmoth and Stuckey 2022, reducing costs and delivering diverse services to patients are areas of the budget that will be considered to sustain value-based care through mergers and acquisitions. The finance workstream will oversee a budget allocation per fiscal year, following a formal approval process. Workstream leaders will submit a detailed budget of their requirements and and progress on past budget requests every 6 months. According to Bruner 2004, the financial workstream will evaluate basic purchase accounting, including inventory, accounts receivable, fixed assets, and liabilities. Part 6, Conclusion. This concludes today's town hall, where we discuss the evolution of Wake Forest Health Network and Deacon Community Health as we evolve into the Wake Forest Deacon Health community. After listening to our workstream leaders, I expect you to see that sustaining high quality care in our community is a priority in bringing these two world-class organizations together. As part of this commitment, we have also prioritized our people, ensuring a culture of equity, delivering the highest quality of care, and allowing our organization to function through challenges such as fluctuating interest rates and turbulence in healthcare reimbursement. I want to reiterate a point mentioned by Dr. Horton. We have an open door policy, so if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to seek support from your manager, workstream leader, or HR representative. Thank you, and that concludes today's town hall.